guys, I've got a no heat call on an old train furnace. This is a TUY 060. There's no manufacturing date on the sticker, but the serial number starts with R. And according to our chart here, R is 2000. So it's 25 years old. And it is a 90% furnace. So this does his master bedroom. This is a house that has 7 systems on it. And this one does the master bedroom and master bath. Very large house. Basketball court, indoor basketball court under the garage. He owns a lot of Denny's restaurants. And I mean a lot. I think this is like a $2 million plus house based on Zillow. Anyway, he's a long-time customer. We've replaced that unit. There's 2 more furnaces down there, and then there's a separate one for the basketball court, and then there's another one in another area. A couple of XV systems. But we are getting no air blowing. The thermostat's in a call right now. And we are looking at a, what flash have we got? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get the door off. And let's see, it says inducer error. And there's always another one somewhere on the wiring diagram. Right there, diagnostic codes. That says inducer pressure switch. So I'm wondering if we maybe have a drain problem on this. Kind of funny, his maintenance is scheduled for next week. We send 2 guys out here to do this house. So 7 systems on it. And of all things, when you get up to the upstairs, when you go down the winding hallway to get to the attic access, it's it's a scuttle hole in a closet. $2 million house doesn't have a pull down or a walk up. So I'm seeing that. So I don't know if that's our problem or not. Could be. But there's a way to turn that. Or I mean, it's not completely closed. But I'm going to reset it and we're going to fire it off and see what it does. Alright, so I have reset the power and cleared the fault code. He wanted all matching thermostats after we put those XV systems in, so he wanted the master bedroom thermostat to match so he can use everything on the app. So we put a relay panel and 850 thermostat on this unit. So I'm just going to jump it out and be done with it. Let's see what it does. 1, 2, 3. So it's going straight into that fault. So is the inducer motor bad? I do not know. So let me take away. Oh, it just came on. Huh. Right after I took the jumpers off. Put them back on. Let's see what happens. Well, it shows that 3 fault. Huh. Let's see what it does. Get my meter out. fault should have cleared when I cycled the power to the unit. Could be a problem with the draft motor. Do not know. So let's see, am I getting any voltage to the draft motor? Volts. Let me make sure my draft motor switch is closed. It is closed. Let me cycle the power again one more time, see if I can get this fault to reset. Alright, so I reset the power, let it stay off for a few minutes. It did flash 3 times again, but then I unplugged the draft motor and it stopped flashing, so not quite sure. I mean, the motor did try to start up a minute ago. But let's jump it out now and see what it does. Be a bad motor. I mean, it's just a two-speed motor. One, two, three. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Let me unplug it again and see what happens. Took the coil away. I don't know if we're having a problem with this motor. If I can jump this motor out or not, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that and see. Okay, so I'm going to check the harness going to this motor. I'm not going to be able to jump this type of a motor out. It's a variable speed inducer motor. It's 15 ohms leg to leg to leg. But it's just not responding. So my harness is good. Just confirming. So the harness is good coming from the board back to the motor. On this motor out one more time. Check each leg to ground. Could probably get a megger. Meg this motor. So I don't have anything to ground. 15.1. 15.4, 15.4. It's a problem with this motor because none of this other stuff is going to work if that motor doesn't start. And this board was just put in last winter, not like 2023. Pretty sure we don't have a board problem with it. Let me pull the hose off. It was heating fine until yesterday afternoon. So Nothing in there. It's plugged up. I don't have any water. Run out of this thing. Get back on there. Everything over here is good. A kink or a little bend in that hose. It's not bent completely in half. Still can get a vacuum in there, but none of this comes into play if that doesn't come on and run first. So I think we're going to have a bad motor. Try it one more time. See what she does, because it did come on for like 3 or 4 seconds. You heard it ramp up and then it just went back out on that inducer fault. So let's try it one more time. And that's going to be he usually doesn't argue about price of anything. he's pretty well set. But for a 25-year-old furnace, when everything else in the house has been getting replaced over the last 4 or 5 years, it's probably time for this one to go too. Back to the inducer fault. It's not even trying to start. And I'm getting voltage through here. Let me disconnect. Hear that? See? It came on and tried to run, then it shut back off, but that was when I disconnected that. Let's jumped out again. As soon as I disconnect my call, it could be another bad board. How fun. The motor comes on and tries to run, but it doesn't do it until I disconnect the call. I wonder if we have a problem in our board. Another bad board. Possibly, I don't know. Let me spend a couple more minutes with it. So you've got this relay down here for the inducer motor. As you can see that or not, it's right there on the bottom. And you can feel it click. Let me open the tripod up. You can feel it click when I jump it out. Hear it click. You can feel it click. Nothing comes on. When I disconnect this, the call, I disconnect that, motor comes on, there's no click, then you get a click, and it shuts off. So I don't think it's the board. I think it's something in this motor. I don't know what it would be. I'm not a motor builder, but that relay is closing. Let me see if I get a change in voltage on this motor. So it runs at about 7 amps. So let me go in my harness up here and see if I get a change in voltage. I'm getting 62 volts DC. Drops down to 36 and goes back up to 62. I think we got a motor problem. Tell me what you think. I think it's the motor. At the age of the unit, the availability on the motor is going to be an expensive repair, so you'll get his options. So it may be time to get rid of this furnace unless he's willing to dump another $1,500 in it. But anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, and motor or board? I'm going with the motor.